Hi, good evening, Khoi.
Good evening.
Okay, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm great. And you?
I'm fine and I'm good. So,
Oh,
are you ready for the continuation of our lesson today?
sure.
Yeah, okay. Let me present to you my presentation now. Okay, I hope you can be able to see the presentation, Khoi. Can you see it?
I see.
Yeah, okay. Now, we're done already with the table completion. Okay, this time we are going to tackle about the form completion. Now, remember, Koi, in an IELTS test, you should have two complete forms. Okay, that's why it's very, very important for you to listen because sometimes they are just telling it to you orally. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not in the form of written, sometimes it's oral. So therefore, you should have to listen very carefully because that would be part of the listening. Okay? Okay. Now, our next activity would be we are going to check whether the numbering in here or the numbers in here and together with the names, okay, or the words or the phrase that it what was written in here would be correct or incorrect. Okay,
Okay.
so we have to listen to the audio now.
Complete IELTS, Bands 4 to 5,
Can you hear
by
it?
Guy Brookhart and Vanessa Jakeman. Published by Cambridge University Press. This recording is copyright. CD 1, Track 1, Unit 1, Listening, Exercise 1. 1,
Romney.
2,
Caerns.
3,
Bragg.
4,
Jickell.
5,
Fawcett. That's Fawcett.
6,
It costs 50 cents.
7,
My telephone number is 0726 05791.
8,
30 Lovers Road. That's Lovers.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's it. So I hope you were able to hear the order, okay? The order of the number and
Yes.
together with the words in there, okay? If it is written correctly or written incorrectly. Okay? Okay. So number 1 has been given to us. Of course, number 1, this one is correct. Okay? And the number is also correct. That is
One
1ROMNENY. Okay, what about number 2, Koi?
is true. I know it's correct.
It's
Correct.
correct or incorrect?
It's correct
Why is it correct?
because they spell Caerns.
Okay, actually, I heard it Caerns, not I.
Really?
Okay, or you have to listen very carefully. Okay, are we going to listen it again?
No, no, no. We
Okay. But I heard that one they spelled number 2 as Caerns, not the I. Okay? So therefore, this one would be X. Okay? Okay. What about number 3, Koi?
Is correct.
This one is correct. Very good. Okay? Because they spell this one as
Double
Brac.
T
Okay, that's correct. Next, number 4.
is incorrect.
Why is it incorrect?
They spell E become I.
Yes, okay. So the E in there in there would be I, and then the Y in there would be E, right?
Sure.
Okay, so that would be Kale supposed to be. Next, what about number 5?
Is correct.
Correct. Yes, this one is correct. Oh, sorry, I have to.
No, no, it's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Next, what about number 6?
Incorrect.
Why is it incorrect?
They spell 50 cents.
Yes, so yeah, they mentioned it's not 15, but it's 50 cents. Okay, this one is incorrect. Next, number 7.
Number 7 is correct.
Yes, okay, this one is
Correct.
correct. And the last number,
Is incorrect.
why is it incorrect?
They spell lovers grow, not
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so it should be lovers, not lower. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's try to check the numbers. Are the numbers also correct?
Yes.
Yes. So the numbers in there are also correct. Okay. Let's move on to the second one now. Now, again, form completion. So this one is part of the form completion. Another way on how we are going to um, complete the form. So we have to spell out these names and read these numbers to each other. Then listen to check your answer. Okay. Now, can you say the number first and then spell out the name?
Yes. Reckon.
Okay, one is
One is reckon.
okay, spell out B
Bracken.
E
E.
N.
And
Okay,
yes.
that's one bracken. Next.
Right. Two. Gower. Gower.
Okay, so let's try to listen after if we are correct in pronouncing. Okay, next, no, next one.
Three Germans.
Okay, spell out
Jerems. No, no, no.
Y.
Y. Yes.
Yes. Okay, next.
For Polars. P
Okay,
Word.
okay, next.
Vernon. I know Vernon.
5, Vernon. Okay, next. Okay, how to spell it?
With correct. Veron.
Okay, next.
70.
6, 17. Next.
7. 0 1 9 5 0 6 7 4 2 3 6.
Okay, and then the last one.
31 ST.
Okay, so let's try to listen if
Okay.
your pronunciation is correct. Okay, are
Okay.
you ready, Koi?
Ready.
Okay, so here it is. Okay, for a while.
Track 2. Unit 1. Listening. Exercise 2. 1,
Bracken.
You are right. Okay.
2,
G-O-W-E-R.
Okay, you are right.
3,
Jeremy.
Okay, you are also correct.
4,
P-O-L-L-A-R-D.
Okay, correct.
5,
V-E-R-N-O-N.
Okay, that's correct also.
6,
17.
Okay, that's also correct.
7, 01950 674 236.
Okay, that's also correct.
8,
31st.
Okay. Okay, so where this part you think you got this the pronunciation which is incorrect?
Number 8.
Yes, so that would be number 8 because this one, okay, we have to read this one as 31st. Okay? Like for example, when you say if we are going to omit the 3 in there, that would be first, second, third, fourth, okay? That would be like that. Now, if that would be 20, so that would be 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. If that would be 30, so 30th, you just have to add only th, and then after that, to 31st, 32nd, 33rd. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So that we call that one koi as number word. Okay? That's number word. Okay? So that is how we are going to read that. Okay. Do you have questions with this? So congratulations because you got 7 out of 8. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Next. Now, as part of the form completion, you are going to hear a man phoning to ask about a holiday apartment. Before you listen, answer these questions first. Number one, can you read the question, Khoi?
What are the advantages and disadvantages of staying in an apartment when you're on holiday?
Okay, so what are the advantages and disadvantages of staying in an apartment when you're on a holiday? I want you to write your answer, Koi. Okay? I want you to write your answer, send it to me so that we can be able to practice that. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now, you should have to remember in answering questions like this, you need to answer it in complete sentence. Okay? Okay. You can also use a table in this one, Koi. Okay? That's another technique. You can also use a table for this one. Okay, column number 1, advantages. Column number 2, disadvantages. Are you done?
No, I'm not.
Okay, it's going to be long. We're just doing only question number one right now, right?
Can you give me some idea, please?
Idea, okay. Advantages means those who are positive one, right? Advantages, those who are negative one. Okay, advantages means the positive one of staying in an apartment when you are on a holiday. So list all of the advantages. So what would be the positive one? And then on the other side, in contrary, you can also discuss the disadvantages, meaning what are those negative effects of um, having or staying in an apartment when you are on a holiday. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So the keyword which we are going to understand, Koi, would be advantages and disadvantages. Okay? So it's very important to take note of the keywords because from the keywords we are going to develop our sentence or phrases. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
Mm. Actually, there would be a lot of advantages. There would also be a lot of disadvantages in staying in an apartment. Take note, Koi. We are we are talking about apartment here,
Advantage.
right?
Advantage.
Apartment.
Yes.
Okay.
Apartment.
So we're not talking of hotel, right? It's just only an apartment.
Okay. It's a very
Is it hard? Is it difficult?
no. I am more studying.
Okay. So we're doing the IELTS now, Koi. Okay. So that would be IELTS. Maybe it's going to be long. How many paragraph?
Just 1 minute.
Okay, just one paragraph.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
You're done. Okay. Okay, for a while. Wow, it's going to be long, huh? Okay, I have to copy this one. Okay, and put your answers here. Okay, so okay, look at your answers now, Koi. Okay, your answer first, your answer in question number one. So everyone have their own opinions. According to my perspective, staying in an apartment on a holiday takes its advantages and disadvantages. Firstly, it provides more space to do what you want as well as more privacy. Also, value for money. Okay, right. Okay. In contrast, so that would be advantage, right? So
Yes.
you only mention only one advantage, right?
No, it too.
Okay. It
Yes.
provides more space to do what? Okay. So, two. So that would be advantages. Okay, that's correct. Okay. In contrast, most of the apartments do not have access to yard, balcony, or any other private outdoor area. Okay, that would be disadvantages. Now, my question is, have you able to answer the question? The questions or the question, what are the advantages and disadvantages of staying in an apartment when you're on a holiday? Were you answer that? Yes or no?
I think no.
Yes.
What?
You were answered that, Koy, because your answer is correct. Okay? And this is what I like in your writing is you were able to present what? Present it in a complete sentence, complete thought. You were able to mention first the so-called introduction. You have here an introduction before answering the question. And that's good idea, Koy. Okay, so I want you to continue that one. Keep that up because that is good. Okay. Okay. Next thing that we are going to do is we are going to check grammar. Okay. So that would be very, very important checking the grammar. Okay. So I have to change the other grammars in here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I have grammar, what is one? Checker here. So we can do that. We can check that. Okay. Now, this is now your final answer, Koi. So instead of have, it should be has. So everyone has their own opinions. From my perspective, because that is your perspective, so you are going to say, from my perspective, okay, staying in an apartment on holiday takes its advantages and disadvantages. Firstly, it provides more space to do what you want as well as your privacy. That's good, huh? And also value for money. Very good. In contrast, most of the apartments do not have access to a yard, balcony, or any other private outdoor area. Have you able to search in the internet about the idea of this? Yes,
Yes,
no, be
just
honest, be honest. Okay, but you did not able to copy all. You just have to get some ideas in it, right?
yes.
Now, what about Koi? This is my question. What about in a final IELTS exam wherein you are not allowed to use computer. Okay.
Yes, of course, I know it.
Okay, so you should have to what? You know what? You should have the confidence to answer the questions because you can be able to do that, Koi. I know your capacity, okay? You can be able to answer that one. So believe in yourself, okay? Believe in yourself because I know you can do that one. Okay? And this one is a very good opinion. Is a very good opinion because you were able to answer this one in complete sentence. I would say it's complete. It's there. There would be introduction, there would be body, and there would be the so-called conclusion.
Oh,
Okay? So this one is what we call now a short essay. Okay? Okay, so very good job, Koi. Keep that up. Okay? Okay, question number two. Our question number two, we're not going to write that. I am going to ask you question number two, and I want you to answer it to me orally. Okay?
okay,
Another technique. The first one is in a form of writing. The second one is a form of speaking. Okay? Okay, question number two. What sort of holiday accommodation do you prefer? Now, using your idea, okay? Your ideas in here. What are those advantages? What are those disadvantages? So you can use this one in answering question number two.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. What sort of holiday accommodation do you prefer? So when we say accommodation, that means the facilities that you like, okay? The your room, okay? Let's say for example, freebies in there, that apartment or hotel gives promo or promotion. So those are considered as part of the accommodation. Okay? So
okay,
question number two, I want you to tell me orally, not in writing, huh? Not in writing, but you have to tell me the answer. Okay? Okay, what sort of holiday accommodation do you prefer? If given a chance, Koi, that you are, or maybe the situation would be like this. You won, okay, you won in a contest, and then your prize is you are going to stay 3 nights, okay, 3 nights in New York City. That would be the situation, okay? You are going to stay 3 nights in New York City, and you are going to decide which or where you wanted to what is one to stay. Is it
okay,
in a hotel or is it in the apartment? Okay, if your answer would be hotel, and why? Okay, then tell me why you like the accommodation in that hotel or you like the accommodation in that apartment. Okay?
okay.
Okay. Now, Koi, do not write it. Just tell me the answer.
Mm,
Okay, ready? Orally, huh? This means that you are going to speak, not written, because we're done with the written. Now, this time, I want to speak.
let me see.
Okay, sure. You just have to think of it. Okay. Now, in answering questions, you have to think it first before you are going to answer call. Remember that, huh? It's not bad to think. So thinking, but not too long. Okay, it's just a short period of time so that the you will be given ample time for you to think of that. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. So now remember what would be the keywords in here? Sort
holiday
of holiday
accommodation.
accommodation. Okay?
Yes.
So, accommodation. Yeah,
Okay, I'm ready.
sure. Okay, tell me now.
Of all holiday accommodations, which one to be referred is a simple accommodation situated at the beach.
Okay.
Yes, and looking from the top roofs of the accommodation, we could we could enjoy the view of
Oh,
beach, and also it had to provide more space as well as more privacy, and it had to meet the need of me for relaxing in the holiday.
wow. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So those are the best accommodation. Okay. So you said while ago that you are going to stay in a simple, maybe simple but elegant.
Yeah, yeah, there was the
Okay. Is it an apartment or is it a hotel?
uh, can you say again?
Is it a hotel or is it an apartment?
Apartment.
Just only a cozy, maybe a cozy apartment, okay, or an
Yes,
elegant apartment wherein you can be able to see a lot of views on the top most of
the roof.
that particular, yeah, of that particular apartment. And that is what I like also, Koi, because I like nature. Okay, so that would be the best accommodation. Okay, congratulations. Okay. Congratulations for your job well done. Okay, you're done in writing, and as part of your writing, I could say that you can be able to pass. Okay, this one is passed. Okay, now in speaking, okay, so there would be a little that we need to what is one to inject, okay, a little bit. Okay, so again, in speaking, we should have to say it clearly. Okay, using the English or using American English. When you say American English, it's just only slow, not too fast, but it's very clear. Okay, Koi? So that
Okay,
is what we are going to improve. A little bit, only a little bit push. Okay? And I know we can do that one. Okay. So do you have questions with this?
no question.
No question. So let's move on now. Now, it's time for us to listen to the phoning activity.
Okay.
Yes.
Track 3. Unit 1.
Can you hear it?
Listening.
Yes, I can.
Exercise
Yes.
5.
Okay.
Dubai Palm Apartments. Amanda speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, hi, Amanda. I'm ringing to inquire about a holiday apartment for the month after next.
Okay, no problem. Let me get your details first, then I'll tell you what we've got. Is that all right?
Fine, go ahead.
Okay. Can I have your name first, please?
Yes, it's Leo Blücher. That's Leo. That's my first name. And my surname is Blucher.
Okay, I've got that. Where are you from, just out of interest, Leo?
I'm Austrian.
Right, okay. And what's your address?
It's number 37, Blumengasse in Vienna.
Right. Could you just spell Blumengasse for me, please, Leo? My German's not too good.
Sure. It's Blumengasse.
Great, thanks. And what's the weather like in Vienna at the moment?
It's pretty grey and rainy, I'm afraid. Hope it's better in Dubai.
Yes, it's lovely at the moment. Sunny and warm, but not too hot. Now, can you give me your phone number?
Yes, it's 4312 11057.
Great. So, You're looking for a holiday apartment, Leo. How many people is it for? Just yourself?
No, there'll be four of us, two adults and two children.
Fine. And when would you like it from?
Ideally from the 1st of January.
January the 1st. Okay. I'll have a look and see what we've got. How long would you like to stay?
Well, it depends a little bit on the price, but I think that about 9 days would be perfect.
Fine. And talking of prices, what would be your maximum, do you think?
Well, I've looked on the internet, but I don't know if I'm being realistic if I say 200 euros per day. Things seem to range from 150 to well over 400.
Well, it depends where, of course, but I think we could probably find something for you at that price.
Great. There are various other things, though. Our children are quite small, and we don't want to take them to restaurants all the time. So, one thing we'd really appreciate is a fully equipped kitchen so we can do some cooking.
Yes, I completely understand. Do you have any other special requirements?
Yes, we live in the city center, hundreds of miles from the sea, so we'd really like to be able to see it from our apartment.
Okay, I'll note that down. All our apartments come with air conditioning and central heating, by the way.
Oh dear. One thing I don't like is the noise of air conditioning in the background. Can you make sure it's as quiet as possible?
Yes, I'll look into that. Anything else?
Yes, just one more thing. We'd like to hire a car while we're in Dubai, so we'll need to have a parking space, I think. We don't want to have to walk a long way from the car to the apartment.
I think you're quite right. I'll look into all these things and make a list of possible apartments. Do you have an email address so I can send them to you?
Can we
Okay.
use?
Again?
Yes.
Okay. Can we repeat it again? No?
Yes.
Can
We
we? Okay.
yes.
So let's try to repeat it again.
Track 3. Unit
It's very
1.
important. This
Listening.
is form
Exercise
completion,
5.
okay?
Dubai Palm Apartments. Amanda speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, hi, Amanda. I'm ringing to inquire about a holiday apartment for the month after next.
Okay, no problem. Let me get your details first, then I'll tell you what we've got. Is that all right?
Fine, go ahead.
Okay. Can I have your name first, please?
Yes, it's Leo Blücher. That's Leo. That's my first name. And my surname is Blucher.
Okay, I've got that. Where are you from, just out of interest, Leo?
I'm Austrian.
Right, okay. And what's your address?
It's number 37, Blumengasse in Vienna.
Right. Could you just spell Blumengasse for me, please, Leo? My German's not too good.
Sure. It's Blumengasse.
Great, thanks. And what's the weather like in Vienna at the moment?
It's pretty grey and rainy, I'm afraid. Hope it's better in Dubai.
Yes, it's lovely at the moment. Sunny and warm, but not too hot. Now, can you give me your phone number?
Yes, it's 4312 11057.
Great. So, you're looking for a holiday apartment, Leo. How many people is it for? Just yourself?
No, there'll be four of us, two adults and two children.
Fine. And when would you like it from?
Ideally from the 1st of January.
January the 1st. Okay. I'll have a look and see what we've got. How long would you like to stay?
Well, it depends a little bit on the price, but I think that about 9 days would be perfect.
Fine. And talking of prices, what would be your maximum, do you think?
Well, I've looked on the internet, but I don't know if I'm being realistic if I say 200 euros per day. Things seem to range from 150 to well over 400.
Well, it depends where, of course, but I think we could probably find something for you at that price.
Great. There are various other things, though. Our children are quite small, and we don't want to take them to restaurants all the time. So, one thing we'd really appreciate is a fully equipped kitchen so we can do some cooking.
Yes, I completely understand. Do you have any other special requirements?
Yes, we live in the city center, hundreds of miles from the sea, so we'd really like to be able to see it from our apartment.
Okay, I'll note that down. All our apartments come with air conditioning and central heating, by the way.
Oh dear. One thing I don't like is the noise of air conditioning in the background. Can you make sure it's as quiet as possible?
Yes, I'll look into that. Anything else?
Yes, just one more thing. We'd like to hire a car while we're in Dubai, so we'll need to have a parking space, I think. We don't want to have to walk a long way from the car to the apartment.
I think you're quite right. I'll look into all these things and make a list of possible apartments. Do you have an email address so I can send them to you?
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess this one is already done now. So we can be able to supply the information needed in order to complete the form, right? Now, Koi, I want you to remember all the time, okay, that in an IELTS sometimes you are just going to listen and then you are going to complete the form by yourself. Okay, and in listening, Koi, it should just only be only one time. Okay, and then after that, you should have to get the information needed and you should have to fill in the informations needed as fast as you can. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but of course we are just only starting the formal IELTS. So we will not going to put any time pressure in here, okay? But
Okay.
as we go along, okay, so we are going to put a time pressure during our activity, okay? Okay. Now, uh the name of the apartments is Dubai
Dubai Palm Apart.
Palm Apartments. Okay. Now, there would be an inquiry, okay? There would be an inquiry and the one who taking notes for the inquiry would be Amanda, right?
Yes.
Okay, who is the name of the guest? The one who called Amanda.
I only remember his first name, Leo.
Yes, you should have to complete the information, huh? So next time you have to be very careful, even a small details, okay? You have to listen very carefully. Okay, now, how do we spell Leo?
Leo.
That's correct. And his middle,
Sir.
his family name or surname is Dusher.
Dus.
Okay, and it's spelled as Dlucher. So Dlusser.
Dus.
Okay? So Leo Drusser. Okay, next. What's the address of Leo Drusser?
Hmm.
What's the address? It's going to be 37. Okay, it was written in there. 37. Oh,
I
I
don't know.
okay.
No idea.
You have to listen carefully, Koy, okay? Because that is very, very important in completing the form. Okay, now, what would be the complete address of Leo? It's 37 Blumen Casa in Vienna. Okay, so Blumen spell as Bluman. And then Casa is to be spelled as CAS double S and A. So it's Casa.
Okay.
And it can be found in Vienna. Okay? Next, what's the telephone number of Leo?
Is 4312107 and no 057
That's correct. Okay, very good. Now, how many people they're going to um, go there?
for people,
Okay, it's four people.
two other two children.
Yes, so two adults and two children. Okay, very good. Then they're going to come. What would be the starting date?
On 1st January.
Okay, it's on the 1st of January. Okay, the length of stay of Leo and his family would be,
9 days would be
yes, so it's maximum of 9 days. It depends on the the price, of course. Next, maximum price per day that it
I
was
don't,
mentioned.
I don't know if it's worth 200 or 260 euro.
Okay, actually, he was able to mention 200
Yes,
euros per day, or it's going to be 200 or in between 150 to 200 to 300
yes,
euros. Okay, but he was able to mention at least 200 euros per day. Okay, now
yes,
what
yes.
other requirements he was able to mention? Fully equipped with
Fully with a whipped kitchen.
kitchen. Very good. And then in the view of,
I don't know it.
okay, it's in the view of the sea.
Ah,
Okay, because they live in a big city that is far from the sea, so therefore they wanted to look at the view of the sea. Okay, so it's in the view of the sea. Next, what
air,
about the air conditioning?
air conditioning must be quiet as
Must
possible.
be quiet. Okay, very good. And then the
High,
last one is,
high for car.
again,
High
rent.
for car.
Okay, but what is his requests? He is going to rent a car, rent for a car, but
Oh,
what
high.
is his request?
Request that he doesn't want to take a long walk from his house, from his apartment to the car.
So therefore, he is requesting
High,
for
high
apartment that has a
garage.
parking for the car that
Yeah,
he is going to
the garage.
rent.
The
Okay,
garage.
so yeah, it's the garage or the parking for car because it's very important. Okay, now
Yes.
again, okay, Koi, you have to very listen carefully with the maybe if you were given like for example an audio. Okay, you have to listen it very carefully because sometimes it's just only once, so
Yes.
you are going to listen to that only once and then after that no more. And it's very important for you to complete the informations needed, because if you could not complete the informations needed, that would be a minus for your points. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So we are starting to this one. Okay, next. Okay, what about this one now? Are this the same? Okay, now
And it's
yeah, actually, this one is the same. Now, we have here an exam advice. This one is an advice for the real exam.
ah,
Okay, for the real exam in an IELTS score. For the form completion, before you listen, think what information you need for its gap. Okay, what are we going to do? You have Two, okay, look at the table first before you are going to listen. Okay? Look at the table first and familiarize what are the informations that you need to put its gap. Like, for example, name. Okay, so therefore, in listening, you have to be very big, very careful. If it mentioned the name, so that would be the name that you are going to put in there. Okay, you have to be careful in putting the address. Then
Yeah.
also familiarize the number or telephone number of people, starting date, length of stay, price per day, so on and so forth. It depends. It depends on the situation because this one is just only an inquiry, okay, and an apartment inquiry. Okay? What if
Yeah.
other situation? So other situation may not be the same with this.
Yes.
Okay? It could also be different from other situations. So this is just only one of the situation. What if you need to do a lot of situations wherein those situations has different what informations to complete. So that would be, and therefore you have to think what information you need for each
Yeah.
gap. So that would be very careful, okay? Next, do not write more words than the instructions to tell you to. Okay? If the instruction would be just write the complete name maybe, so you have to write only the complete name. Do not say something about that.
Yes.
Okay, be careful of that. And then the address. So when we are talking of the address Khoi, it should be incomplete. Okay, because there are also other in the whole universe or in the whole world, there would be Bluman Casa also. So it should be very careful that you should have to, of course, mention Vienna. Okay, what particular country? Okay, next, telephone number. Okay, so on and so forth. Or the
So,
the last one would be
write words or number you hear.
yes. So write the words or numbers you hear. Okay, and therefore you should have to listen very carefully. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay. So we're not going to listen with this one again because it's all the same. Okay, so we did that one in here. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have questions with this, Koy?
No more
Again,
question.
huh? This one is a real exam advice. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, next, moving on. Now, this time, we are going to do the speaking, not the writing anymore, right? So, we are going to do the speaking part. So, talk about a place.
Okay.
So, can you read the direction and the instruction, Koi?
Okay. Can you be the first one?
Okay. So, you have to listen to me, okay?
Okay.
Take
Yes.
turns to talk about a place you have stayed at. Say why you stayed there, who you stayed with, and what you did while you were there.
Okay.
Okay, it's your turn, Koi.
What?
Your turn to read. Take
Yes.
turns.
Take turn to talk about place you have stayed at. Say
Yes.
why you stay there, who you stay with, and what you did while you were there.
Yes. Oh, it's very clear, huh? I can hear you say that clearly. Okay, now this would be okay. We have the first thing to do is we need to analyze the instruction very carefully. Okay, that would be the first thing to do. Now, after analyzing, you have to gather all the
Information.
important keywords. Okay? Important keywords. What are those keywords? Now, remember, place, place, you have stayed.
Oh,
Okay? Place, you have stayed. Wait for a while. Oops. Where is it? I got lost.
What?
Wait. Where am I?
Oh yeah, I
Ah,
see.
it's here. Okay. Okay. So place you have stayed. Now, in that place that you have stayed, remember the question
What
why you
they
stayed there. So
stay?
that would be the first question that you need to answer.
Ah,
Second, who you stayed
wait.
with. So that would be the second question. And then last question would be what you did while you were there. So you need to answer three questions in just one question alone. So you need to answer three statements. Okay? Okay. In a form of speaking, you have to answer first question number one. Okay. But before that, you have to mention first the place you have stayed at. Let's say,
Yes.
for example, okay, the place that I stayed at for 2 nights and 3 days was. Okay, it's past tense already because you already stayed there, right? And we have to use was because we are talking only of one place. If you are going to mention two places, so do not use was anymore. You have to use where, right? So
Yes.
those were. But I am talking for only of one place that I have stayed at. And that's going to be, okay, this is just only my opinion, but I wasn't able to go there, right? This is just only an example. Yeah. I just have to use my experience when I was in Thailand. Okay? So the
Oh.
place that I have stayed at is in Thailand Hotel.
Oh.
Okay? Yes. So first question that I need to answer, why you stayed there? Okay. Um I together with my boss and my co-workers stayed there for only a visit or for only a trip, for only sightseeing. Okay, so that's the reason
Wow.
why we stayed there. Okay, then the second that you need to answer who you stayed with. Okay, just like what I have said. Okay, I together me and together with my co-workers and my boss stayed there for 2 nights and 3 days for a vacation. And then last question, what you did while you were there. Okay, so the question would be what you did while you were there. Okay, we were able to visit beautiful places in Thailand. And we're able to capture through capturing beautiful scenic places in Thailand and brought that one here in the Philippines as our remembrance. And that's the end.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So again, in answering this one, you should have to carefully analyze first the question. Do not answer right away without analyzing first the question. After analyzing it, you should have to what? Pick, okay? Or you should have to understand what would be the keywords. After getting the keywords, then that's the time that you have to start answering. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. And in answering Koi, do not answer that one that you need to answer first this one, the last question. It should be in order also. So what will be the first question? Why you stayed there? So you need to answer this first. Then after that, who you stayed with. That would be the second one. Then the last one, what you did while you were there. That would be the last one. Do not answer this question first, following after this and following after this. So it should not be because you should have to follow the questions that is correctly, okay, written in that particular question.
Question.
Yes. So that would be the tip. Okay. Now,
Yes.
okay, reserve your answer next meeting. Okay. Now, reserve that one. If you have time, you have to type, you have to do it. Koy, you have to write down your answers. And
Yes.
then our next meeting, you're going to speak. I am going to ask you with this. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time. We'll see you again next meeting. Bye, Koi. Good night.
Yes. Goodbye, teachers. Have a
Okay,
good night too.
bye-bye.
Goodbye.